This week we visited Emmaus, Leeds, based just outside of the city centre, filled with books, bric-a-brac, DVDs, furniture and clothing. You can pick up bargain items to refurbish your home and at the same time support this excellent cause for Leeds' most vulnerable.
The organisation helps the ex-homeless who work towards rebuilding their lives. Every £1 spent or donated, there is £11 return investment on social, economic or environmental reasons.
We did a tour of the building to show you what you can expect to find inside, and you can also find their goods online. But if you do fancy visiting the warehouse, be there early as items get snapped up quickly.
Need house clearing? Just call them. Items are inspected for quality purposes and they pick it up all from your home. Here's community leader Paul Cloak to explain more about why shopping through Emmaus Leeds helps your community.
So Emmaus Leeds is very much a social enterprise, and it's there for people who need it for accommodation, up to 28 people who have experienced homelessness and are needing somewhere safe and somewhere secure to step up and get some support in moving forward in their lives. We do that in a number of different ways. So we obviously have the accommodation, we have the support of support workers looking at various different issues they may be experiencing, but we also have a large work element of what we do. So the work is very much focused on the charity shop that we have attached to what we do, and companions, as we call them, work within that shop and work to feel better about themselves, give them something to do with their time, but also looking forward will actually regain those skills in order to actually move out from the community. We're not intended to be a long-term thing for people. We want people to come in, get what they can from us in terms of skills and support, and then move on in their lives.
Emmaus found me. I was on the streets at the time, looking to get off the streets, but with a drug problem and no one around to help. I just didn't know where to turn. And then somebody turned up from Emmaus, offered me a sandwich. And at first I was, well, never heard of you, don't know who you are. Then they came back, done it again. So I asked for a bit of information. They then give me a leaflet stating who they were, what the place is and where it is. So I thought, right, I'll try, you know what I mean? It turned up here, came in, got welcomed with open arms, got brought up into this room. I sat down with the manager, whose name was Katrina at the time. She told me about the place. She asked me a little bit about me, who am I, where am I from, what my issues are. She then went and said, well, if you want to move in here, it can't be a need, it has to be a want. You need to want to follow the rules to live here. I agreed. She then helped me get on the 12-step programme, get through rehab with drugs and get sorted out with doctors, dentists, opticians, and it's just onward and upward since then. Yeah. And they provide you with training and everything. So
Emmaus helps sort of rehabilitate people, which in the long term prevents them from reoffending or from going back onto benefits, because it enables them with skills and long-term prospects. Yeah. How in your day-to-day activities do you find that this contributes to what you want to do in the future?
Well, for me, it's given me not only life skills, it's given me new experiences, new training opportunities with the work that we do here. So I could work in the kitchen, I can work in the warehouse, on the vans, the shop. I've already gained more qualifications being with Emmaus over the last 6 years than I did in 30 years of not being with Emmaus. So I mean that I've gained diploma, I've gained first aid, I've gained mental health qualifications, and all paid for by Emmaus. So for me, for somebody who's come from nowhere and who's trying to progress in life and get out and get into employment, this is perfect, because you're trying to do it on benefits and going through the job centre system. You've got to meet certain requirements as well as maintain your own health, your own home. Whereas here, you get 100% assistance. So you get assistance with your living, get assistance with your mental health, assistance with your physical health, assistance with training. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer.
Yeah. And do you find that the staff and the community that live here and all work together, do you find that there's a real sense of you're all moving together and helping develop this amazing charity ethos?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I feel as though even though we have got the divide between the staff and the companions, it's not like that here. It's everyone's the same. We're all in the same community, whether the staff don't live here, but they are still in the community. But we can have that laugh, we can have that joke. They do it with us, we do it with them, and that's where we don't see them as staff. We just see them as your average, everyday, normal person like we are. And for that, in a place where you live, you try that in any other hostels or anything like that, and try having a laugh and a joke. It's, well, there's a warning or there's an eviction. But here, if you need that time, you've got it. If you want to have a little laugh and a joke, you can. And it just changes your whole day, changes your whole outlook.